بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. I saw a video today. Yassir Qadhi, he was talking to hundreds of Muslims in the masjid that is a consensus among the scholars of Muslims that the Shi'ah Isna Ashariya, they are not kuffar, they are not out of fold of Islam. Nasallahu salamata wal afiyah. Our time is very dangerous. Sometimes there is somebody, scholar, or he doesn't know what he's talking about. Somebody like Daniel Haqiqatjou, we can understand that. But someone like Yassir Qadhi, he know what he's saying, he just lying. For what? And I don't understand. And he say he's among those scholars. So he, for himself, he is a scholar. So I don't know what he think that no one in the Muslim world right now who study the Islam, who knows Islam, who know the aqwal, the sayings of the scholar, or he just come and lie and let people know that he's lying. But guess what? He knows if he lies like that, a lot of people will know that he's lying, but some people will pick up left and right. So he will make some people misguided. Nasallahu salamata wal afiyah. La ilaha illallah. Our time is very dangerous. That's what happened to Yassir Qadhi. The time that he started talking about Muhammad Abdul Wahab, I was talking to one of my colleagues, Hafizahullah. I say this guy won't stop on Muhammad Abdul Wahab. He's going. Because the way you can see, a scholar will disagree with another scholar, or someone can disagree with a scholar, but he will clarify, I don't disagree because of this. But when I heard Yassir Qadhi was talking about Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Wahab, you know that why he's attacking him is not because Muhammad Abdul Wahab, is because what Muhammad Abdul Wahab was calling to. So if that's the problem, he won't stop at Muhammad Abdul Wahab, because Muhammad Abdul Wahab did not call upon to anything except same the other scholar call up to. People just don't know, because people lie on Muhammad Abdul Wahab. They never read his books. Anyway, lots of people cheer what Yassir Qadhi was saying, because they just don't like Muhammad Abdul Wahab. They're going to say Wahhabiyya, Saudi, and so on. He did not stop there. He went Ahmad bin Hanbal, and he kept going. Now he's saying this. This is not just wrong thing. He said it. Like he said, Quran is not anyway, I don't want to go into all that. That's very dangerous. Is the opposite. The scholar agree takfir on Isna Ashariya. It's not true what he's saying. He's lying. Nasallahu salamata wal afiyah. This is very, very dangerous. And the worst thing, I told people also, I say, you won't be surprised to see Daniel Haqiqatjou and Yassir Qadhi collaborating, sitting down, talking about Wahhabism, Salafism is in the way. Even they didn't sit down like in the same table, they have it already. They are calling the same thing right now. They are coming closer to the same thing right now. And Daniel Haqiqatjou also started little by little. And now he's fighting for the Shi'ism. But people say, oh, because he said something about Muhammad Abdul Wahab, he's going. Brothers and sisters in Islam, when you go to Muslim scholars, Ahlul Hadith, Ahlul Athar, we want to call it, and Mutakallimin, all of them, they have their problem among them, but always they together against the Shi'ah. But now what happened, Nasallahu salamata wal afiyah, that's not a Wahhabi problem. This is and another problem. before, for example, in, Imam Malik, Ahmad bin Hanbal, Abu Hanifa, and so on, this Shafi'i, these Imams, when they talk about the Rafida, the Shi'ah, they weren't talking about the Shi'ah in our time. They were not talking about the Shi'ah on the time of, for example, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Hajar, Ibn Kathir. No, they totally different. Because the Shi'ism we know is different. But right now, when we say Shi'ah, we mean the 12 Imamis. It's not Sharia. The one right now, they are the majority. They have a state called Iran. Even though we not talk about the whole Iran, we know they're not like that. There is a Sunni there, and there is a common Shi'a there. They don't even know what's going on. But we talk about the regime. And Iraq also, they have a power. Shi'ism is so many sects. Like one of their scholars say is about 70, but more than that. More than that. The closest one to Muslims, it was a Zaydiyah, but which Zaydiyah? Not every Zaydiyah. Zaydiyah also have a different sects. They have a Bakriyah, they have a Sulaymaniya, Husayniyah. They have the one Houthi in the Yemeni right now, the opponent. Those are the extreme Zaydiyah. They are same like Isna Ashariya, because their leader, he was Isna Ashari, and he jumped into Zaydiyah. So the Zaydi, not every Zaydiyah are closest to the Sunnis. So we have to understand that when we say Shia right now, we don't mean Zaydiyah. We don't mean Ismailiyah. Ismailiyah have a lot of different, but Ismailiyah are more extreme. These people are philosophers. Even the Isna Ashariya, they make takfir on Ismailiyah. And Nusayriyah also. What the Bashar in Syria, their religion. Isna Ashariya, the Iran, Shia, Isna Ashariya, and the Iraq and the Lebanon, they also takfir in Nusayriyah also. Those are far. And Qaramita, those are Ismailiyah too. Musta'aliyah, and there are so many. But right now, when we say Shia, we mean Ja'fariyah, Al-Ithna Ashariyah, Al-Imamiyah. The one they're waiting for Mahdi. And these people, in Imam Malik rahimahullah's time, they not the same on the time of, for example, Ibn Taymiyyah. For example, if you look at the Imam Malik and so on that time, they make takfir on them when it comes to their hatred for the Sahaba and their cursing Sahaba. After that, what they build up when it comes to Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, and when it comes to the Nubuwwah, Al-Imami, the Imam attribute everything. In Imam Malik's time, they don't have that. That's why in Imam Malik's time, and Imam Abu Hanifa and so on, there is no such a thing called Isna Ashariya. Because that time, Shia themselves don't have anything to do with Isna Ashariya. Because they don't have no sect called Isna Ashariya at that time. Why? Because it was Shia Imamiyya, their belief that Allah will leave on earth every time Imam to guide people to the truth. Like they call it Lutf. If you read their religion, they call it Lutf. The way Allah sent the Anbiya, the prophets and the messenger to guide people, same way Allah must always let someone around the people to guide them to understand the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah. It's called Imam. Because Lutfullah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala care about us. So they say that. And they themselves have a lot of disagreement. That Imam's attribute, to where it coming from. They say you have to be the son. Like if Imam is this, I don't want to go into all this right now. But the Isna Ashariya, what happened, they say first one is Ali radiallahu anhu, then Al-Hassan. They say after Al-Hassan, he have to be in the lineage of Hussein. He won't go to the lineage of Al-Hassan. Why? They have to explain as that. Some say because Hussein married the daughter of the Kisra, Yazdazir Thani, his daughter, so they have whatever tie with Majus, whatever. I don't want to go into all that. But they say Ali, Hussein, then Ali Al-Hassan, then Hussein, then Al-Hassan's offspring, they never going to be Imam. The Imam have to come from only Hussein. But there is so many other Shi'as also. They have their Imams also. A lot of them. Even from the progeny of Ali, it doesn't have to be only from Fatima, Muhammad ibn Hanafiya and so on. So, and they come to Hussein. After Hussein, they say Zayn al-Abidin, what is Ali ibn Hussein, and then Muhammad al-Bakr, and then Ja'far al-Sadiq. Al-Muhim, they keep saying, going like this. Anytime if some Imam passed away, they themselves will have a big difference who will be the Imam. These Imams doesn't even know what's going on. They lying on them. So guess what? When the 11th Imam, Al-Hasan al-Askari, rahimahullah, all these Imams, by the way, they are Sunni, they are good. We don't have no problem with them. Some of them we know all their lives. They are scholars like Ali, Al-Hasan, Hussein, Zayn al-Abidin, Muhammad al-Baqir, Ja'far al-Sadiq. These are scholars. Those are our Salafs. We have their ahadith and we have their knowledge. Alhamdulillah. Rahimahumullah wa radiyallahu anhum. And there is some of them also, we don't know much about them. Like Musa al-Kadhim, after him until Al-Hasan al-Askari, we don't know much about them, even though we know some about them. We don't know much about them. Some of them, they're not big scholars. And then when Al-Hasan al-Askari, rahimahullah, when he passed away, the problem happened because he didn't have no kid. He didn't have no kid. What they will do now? Themselves, they end up in big trouble. So they made up a lie, make a long story short, that he have a kid. And he have a kid who is Mahdi, but they different also. Some say this kid, he was born in his father's lifespan. By 5 years, they lie. Some of them say no, one of his wife, Narjas, they call it, someone he never existed. They have a big story about this woman. They say she was pregnant and she gave birth. Muhammad Askari called his sister, who's a Hakima, something like that, to come today. Inshallah, one day I will talk about this. And some of them say no, the wife was pregnant, but he was born after Al-Hasan al-Askari passed away. They lie, that's it. Because what happened, the door was shut on them. They say Allah promised He will let every time to have an Imam. And was no Imam because the Imam passed away. He doesn't have no offspring. So they made up a lie that Mahdi, he's there, he's hiding. He's scared from that Dawlat al-Abbasiyah. He's scared. And he will come out. Now he's hiding. 1,200 some years right now. Samura. And some say other place too. His name is Muhammad al-Mahdi. That's why when they talking, they be like, Ajjalallahu farajah. Allah hasten his appearance to come outside. When he come outside, he will punish Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Not a Yahudi, not a Nasara, no. He will punish us. He will raise Aisha and Abu Bakr and Umar from their grave and punish them and burn them and kill Arab. All this in their books. This is not just a fairy tale story. No, they have it in their own books. So what I'm trying to say, When they reach this door shut on them, they don't have no. They say we have a imam there is hiding his coming. So they say now our imams are only 12. There is no 13, 14. That's our Isna Ashariya. That's why they call them Isna Ashariya. And Imam Malik, their time, they don't know this name. And the Shia before this time, they don't know Isna Ashari name. They don't have that. You read their books, they don't have it. But they made up the stories and ahadith that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Jibril come with the tablet. This tablet have a name, all the Imams. Stories, if you read it, Nasallahu Salamata wal Afiyah. But Imam Malik and so on, they make takfir on them because hating the Sahaba, cursing the Sahaba. After Imam Malik, what I just said right now, this they invent because Tashayyu' Shi'ism, it doesn't stay one stage, it changes time by time. And there is another time also it changed. The time of Buwayhiyin, when the Buwayhiyin, they have a power, they have some scholars in their time. One of the most important person in the Shi'ism is the Shaykh al-Mufid. This guy also restored the Shi'i Isna Ashari Shi'ism, the 12th Imamism. The idea that they used to call it on the time of Muhammad al-Baqir and Ja'far al-Sadiq and so on, those idea, anybody was saying this idea, they used to call them ghulat, the extremists. And they used to make takfir on them. He changed these ideas to the idea of a Shi'i Isna Asharism. He make it is not, this is the mainstream Shi'ism, is not ghulat. He changed it. He come up with ijma' consensus from them, not from, come up with stories and saying things, For example, anybody did not agree that Ali is a wali. If they say wilayat Ali, they don't mean, even as Muslims, we have to believe Ali is a wali. We all believe that. But they mean he's the one supposed to be the first Khalifa. Abu Bakr and Umar and Osman and Sahaba, they betrayed Allah and His prophets. So if you believe Abu Bakr and Umar, we are kafir. This idea was there, but he's the one come and did the dalil, make up the story. He was a mutakallim, he was a philosophy. To make long story short, after him also, people keep doing things, of course. But on the Safawiyya, Ismaili Safawi and his people also, their time also they added in the Tashayyu'. They have a time, power that time. They don't want to make Iran Shi'i like that. Iran, yes, some cities, some place, well, Shi'i places, but not the way it is right now. They don't want to come. Iran was Sunni mostly, and upon a madhab of Shafi'iyya. Naam, Iran, Shafi'iyya. But they, Shafawiyya, when they become Sunni, you become a Shi'i, or they kill or run away. He killed thousands of Muslims. You have to be. And he's the one who was plotting with the Portuguese Empire to attack Mecca. But nobody talk about this right now. They are the champion. They are protecting Islam. Which type of Islam you guys talking about? And even the Tabi'in, they make takfir on them, but after Tabi'in, they made up stories and the things that about Allah and the Prophet ﷺ, the Tabi'in don't even know about this. Wilayat al-Takwini and so on. That's a little one. Our Salaf don't know that about the Shia at that time. People who were talking about it, they were Batiniya. So Yassir Qadhi is saying, consensus of Muslims, they say Shia, they misguided, but they not. That's a lie. We are waiting to see Daniel Haqiqatjou and Yassir Qadhi sitting down, same places, bashing or talking bad about the Wahhabi Salafism. Wait to see. But this have to, as a person, we have to scare him, man. The heart is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik. What happened to these people? What happened to Daniel that was defending? But the two different things about Daniel and Yassir Qadhi, Daniel went astray because of he doesn't have no knowledge. Plus he's arrogant too. He lied. He doesn't have no knowledge. When he said some people say he's a Shi'ah but cover up. I don't think so. He doesn't know. That's what I believe. Allahu Alam. When he stopped being Shi'ah, become a Muslim, he think he's upon a Muslim. He's the Orthodox Islam. And anytime he reads some story here and there, he jump. He think, let me expose these people. Nobody know. He think nobody know. Whatever he say about anybody, Muhammad, Abdul Wahab, Saudi, blah blah. People know. They read the books. Everybody know this stuff. People attacked those long time ago. So I think he want attention. He doesn't have no knowledge. He's arrogant. That's most dangerous people. So he went astray because lack of knowledge. But Yassir Qadhi, he went astray with knowledge. That's the most dangerous thing, because he can twist the stuff. But now he's not twisting it anymore. He just lied. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Islam is not about emotion. It's about the truth. Don't let them use this, whatever they're doing with these people, these shayateen. Don't let them use it like the first one using the death of Hussein radiallahu anhu. Hussein don't have nothing to do with them. Hussein is free from them. They invite Hussein. They let them people kill him. No, not they even were they among who killed Hussein. There is a politic. Support who you want to support, but when it comes to Aqidah, be careful. Now we're seeing people, because you can say anything. Look, the Sunnis, the Sunni leader, they're not doing nothing. The leader of Sunni country, they're not there for Sunnah. Sunnah did not put them there. Even they're not there because Arab put them there. They there for what they been there. They're supporting what they there. Hello, this don't have nothing to do with our Islam. Listen, Islam is not about Amr or Khalid. It's not about you, me. Islam is not about this country. Islam is Allah religion. He will defend it and preserve it. If Islam it was about the person, when Rasulullah passed away, Islam will go destroy it, but it didn't. If Islam was about the people, when the Sahaba passed away, it will be destroyed, but it's still standing. That's not Islam. And I'm not telling you that to be to attack Shia and so on. No, always Muslims, they let Shia with them. But when the Shia, they got the power, they destroy Muslims. That's always happened. Muslims never attack Shia because their religion that come back and be Muslim is not in the history. But always in the history, when the Shia got the upper hand, they kill Muslims to make them Shia or kill them. That's how, even recently. Come on, what happened in Iraq? What happened in Syria? Come on. Oh, you're Sunni also? No, Sunni can fight with the Shia state, yes, but they not fighting them because of the religion. But Shia is fighting Sunni because of religion. Because when they say adu, when they إذا أطلق لفظ adu, when the Shia say the enemy and their religion, they mean Sunni. That's why it's a consensus between them that we Muslim Sunni, they call us Nasibi, Bakri, Umari. They call you this name because we follow Abu Bakr and Umar. For them, Abu Bakr and Umar is more kafir than the people that they're fighting right now. Yes. Anyway, they agree, it's not Sharia, they agree that we are kafir. They only disagree how to deal with us here. Some say we are a kafir, zahiran batinan, and we are najis, filthy, like pig and dogs. That's why one day scholar, he did tawbah, may Allah have mercy on him, Al-Hassan al-Hussein Musawi. Yeah, he made a book. Every Muslim should read this book. I don't know if they have it in English. He called it La ilaha illallah, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I forgot the name. He said للتاريخ لله ثم للتاريخ. يعني I think this is the name. لله ثم للتاريخ. يعني نسيت يعني. I think this is the name. He say he remember when he was young, his father, they had a guest who's a Muslim, Sunni. They had it there, they give him everything. When the guy left, they burned whatever the guy was sleeping upon it, because for them that Sunni is dirty. It's dirty like a pig and dog. Nasallah al-afiyah. So some of them say, no, we are kafir here and hereafter, we are this. But they cannot do nothing because they don't have no upper hand. And the other one, those are the moderate one. Like Sayyid al-Khawi, that's one of their scholars, recently scholar, he passed away now. They say, no, they are kafir batin. We are disbeliever. When we are they treat us Muslims zahiran, appearance. But inside, we are a kafir. And the day of judgment, we're going to hellfire forever. And we are filthy. Oh, this sheikh make a fatwa there. The sheikh make fatwa to do what? He can't change his religion. If he say, if a Shi'ah scholar come, but he's a taqiyya, we know that. A lie. If you lie, you get a reward. That's their religion. That's the Shi'ah belief. How can you want to be with the people? You want to be with a group, there is no Abu Bakr, Umar, Aisha, and the Sahaba? Nasallah al-afiyah. And they lie that they are upon the way of Ahlul Bayt. It's not true. That's they fool a lot of people. And themselves, their scholars themselves, the riwayat that they lie upon their Ahlul Bayt, most of them, I can say 80-90% are a lie. They made up story. People who narrating it, they are a liar. The Ahlul Bayt themselves call them kafir, like Zurara. يعني Imam Jafar Sadiq. Somebody was talking to him about Zurara. He said, Zurara said to you, Zurara said to the person, when you go, you see Jafar Sadiq, ask him, if I'm from the hellfire, I'm among hellfire or Jannah. You see how they treating them? They think the Imam know if the person is hellfire. That's enough to be kafir. Anyway, that person asked Jafar Sadiq, he said, Zurara say, if I'm from people of hellfire of Jannah, Jafar Sadiq rahimahullah, he said, he's from people of hellfire. That person say, I have a doubt about Jafar Sadiq. I know Zurara is not good, he's a liar. He said these things. But Jafar Sadiq think he knows where Zurara goes. Only Allah know that. He said right away, Jafar Sadiq said, did you know how I know he's from the hellfire? He said, I. And then Jafar Sadiq said, Zurara claimed that we know the unseen. Anyone say that, he's a kafir. La ilaha illallah. Jafar Sadiq said that. So these people are lying on them. They don't have nothing to do with it. The student of Al-Khattabiyya, Abu Zainab Al-Khattabiyya, these people were very dangerous. They are philosophers and so and so. They lie upon Jafar Sadiq and their students. They don't have nothing to do with those. So Yassir Qadhi is coming and say that. And made up this, there is nobody saying, we don't know where we're going now. That's dangerous. نسأل الله السلامة والعافية وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والله تعالى أعلم.